Wow, there it is. What a what an intro, E-Train. I can't get enough of that intro. It's second to none. I'm on a solo mission here today. We got the S of WESPN unavailable today. Duty calls, but he will be back next week. Hopefully with a great investment update for us, because that market is still chugging very, very strongly. First of all, we got a sponsor again. We are firing on these sponsors. We've got Rosati Construction. Appreciate the hoodie. I know when we started, we were all about the coffee cups, but this Yeti looks pretty good to me. And keep sending the hoodies. I mean, we are really feeling the hoodies over here. So repping the Rosati today. Long standing company here in Windsor, just celebrating 50 years. Design, build, general contracting, construction management, land development, building systems, machine foundations, leasing, property acquisitions, and among other things. So, you know, this is a great story. Rosati Construction just kind of coming over here with a dream and a shovel, and created quite the company. So appreciate the boys over at Rosati Construction and the women, of course, and appreciate sponsoring this week's show. All right, so on the docket today, we've got an interesting show. I'm by myself today. I'm primarily focusing on listings the past couple weeks. We're trying to bring more listings to the market because the market really needs them, right? So this week we're gonna hit the 1 million plus market. Gonna talk about the market cracks again, see what's out there, see what happened in the past 2 weeks. And of course, we're gonna talk about the biggest issue that a lot of people have with selling, which is where do I go, and how we can help you solve that problem. So the 1 million plus market, I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It is still chugging along at an unbelievable pace. That 1.1, 1.2, which we do only have a few sales scattered here and there throughout the years. In years previous, is a weekly, if not a daily occurrence now. So that market's really taken off. I can attribute that to building costs. I can attribute that to demand. Obviously, there's a lot of buyers out there. I can attribute that to the fact that it's hard to find somewhere to build. So these houses that are newer, listed in the $799, $899, $999 range are going well over that 1112, 1314. So if you have a product in that market and you're wondering where you would sit in that market, of course, always give us a call, and we'd be more than happy to guide you along on a pricing of your place and assist you with that. Market cracks, again, the market's very healthy. The market's very busy right now. The market does present some cracks still to it. We saw a couple properties in the past 2 weeks where, there's only 1 or 2 offers on it, some being relisted, some here and there going under asking price. By no means am I saying that the market is cooling off, but what I am saying is if you're consistent out there and you keep shooting your shots, you're going to reach a point here where one of these are going to stick. So buyers out there, I know it's frustrating, I know it's hard, but we're seeing these cracks, we're seeing these opportunities. Stay active with us, and one of these will definitely hit. Okay, so and again, the biggest issue out there, especially with my older generation, yeah, it's great, I could sell. It'd be awesome if I could cash out, but Paul, where am I gonna go? So as professionals, it's our job to make sure that we find a solution for that problem. And we've never had, well, I can't say never, but rarely, I think it'd be less than 1% at this point. And we have tracked this before, and it was literally at 1%. We've sold 100 houses. There's one person where we can't line that closing date up perfectly, where they would have to find another residence for a couple months. So our job is to make sure, it's very easy. Don't have 2 houses and don't have 0 houses. So that's where we start our mindset and make sure that you're protected in that sense, and that we know what game plan suits you best. That way you're not worried about where you're gonna go, because we're gonna figure that out first and then sell your house. Let's get into the listings. I wanna talk about listings today because You know, I think people are confused out there exactly what we do or exactly what to do to prep a listing. So we're just gonna go through, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homes that we listed in the past week, as well as 1 lease. And we're gonna give you a sneak preview. Chris Toldo has a listing coming up on the 200 block of Thompson. So we're gonna give you a little sneak preview of that. That is coming up early next week, but there may be an opportunity, if you see what you like, to slide into there on the weekend and preview it before it hits market. And that's what we're all about, is just putting opportunities in front of you and letting you make those decisions. So there's a lot that we do to prep our real estate for market. We know what we can control. We can control what we bring to market. Although we can't control the market, we can definitely control what we present to market. And that's where our main focus as a heavy listing team is, to make sure that we're controlling what we can control, and when it hits market, it's being presented in the best light so we can get the most money. So I'm going to start with a listing that we listed on Valair. This is a great team collaboration here. My sellers on Valair put a lot of sweat equity into it to prep it for the market. Full paint job, full cleanings, introduced some decking outside, really took care of the landscaping. The place was already a fantastic home. They just took it to that next level, you know, upon my guidance, and just really made it shine. Handed it over to me, and then now it's my turn to invest my time and my money into the property with them. And we do that by, this one here was a full stage. It was handed over vacant. The E-Train's gonna throw some pictures and some videos up while we're talking about these listings to kind of show you how it comes to market. This looks nothing like it did when I was there first, right? So great job there. I think there we're probably reaching that 50 showing mark. Offers there are today, Friday. And so far so good. It's been a very successful listing, and I can't wait to see what we can produce for the sellers there. And I'm assuming the way it's going, I've read this book before, we're gonna have a very happy seller come Friday. Next listing, Lewis. So totally different look here. Easy E is gonna throw some pics out here. You'll see that it's not staged. Again, there's a reason why it's not staged. We can't find a stage that would match the look of this home. We're not going to start gutting kitchens and washrooms and ripping carpets up and stuff like that. This sale here was a little bit different for the sellers. So we went in there, full paint job on this house that we organized. First of all, full content clear out that we organized. That was a 2-day clear out for the contents. Paint job was another, started on a Wednesday, ended on a Sunday. Wasn't me myself there painting it, of course, but all this stuff was handed over to me and allowed, they allowed me to organize it for them, which is our huge value add, being able to do all that stuff for them. So full clear out, full paint job, full cleaning, handed over, and then ready for market, full marketing. You can see how we shoot these videos of these houses, very intriguing to the eye, especially online. Drones and all that stuff. Even when I go and talk about Patrice, this was a lease, right? This was a lease, but even our leases at AW for You get the full marketing treatment, because I think every listing, whether lease, whether 199,000 or 2 million, still deserves a high level of marketing. Meadowbrook, great listing here. So this one was more of a marketing play. We really wanted to show its location right next to backing onto Little River Golf Course. Our seller here put in a ton of effort prepping the property, clearing things out. This one here, we assisted with a storage box. Storage box is a standard of service for us here at AW4U, like photos would be. Same with cleanings and stuff like that. We take all that stuff off your hands and absorb that cost for you guys, as we should, because we want to invest in the property with our sellers, and it just shows that we care and we're vested in the process. So Meadowbrook's already purchased the place, so we got a bunch of her contents out of there. She's moving anyways. That storage box gives you a different type of motivation when it's in your driveway. We've sent out last year probably about 120 storage boxes. And again, it's such a great service. It's such a great value add. People really, really enjoy those. So it was cleaned out, prepped, and then marketing team went in there, and Easy E got the drones going and all that stuff, and really, really shows well. Great traction there now as well. And again, going offers on that one on Monday as well. Imperial, probably the most effort from a staging standpoint. So this one here, seller prepped it. It's kind of similar to Valair, where they, put some lighting, painting, flooring, all that stuff, just to prep it to market. Handed it over to us. We took care of the clean. We took care of the stage. We organized all that stuff for them. Hit market this week on Tuesday. Again, that's a over 1,700 square foot ranch, townhome, 2-car garage, backing on to Lake Wolf in Southwood Lakes, and great success there so far. Again, only been listed for 2 days, but we're approaching that 30 showing mark, which is always my goal, guys. I take it one step at a time. We prep to get the showings. Once we get the showings, if I hit that 30 mark, I'm happy. That's always where I want to be. Once I hit that 30 mark, I know that some offers are going to come in. The more offers we get, the more money that the sellers get. Okay, and that's just how it goes, one step at a time. So Imperial, very exciting listing. Eric's throwing some photos on here while we're talking about it. You can notice that it's just a next level townhome and just geared perfectly for this market. Now, going back to Patrice, let's talk about Patrice a little bit. This is a lease for $2,100 a month. I will have you know that we successfully did put a lease in place on this yesterday. I got great feedback on the marketing, even some, I don't know if they're digs or not, but you did all this for a lease. Yes, we did all this for a lease, because to that seller, to that landlord, it just speaks volumes when you go the extra mile, even on a lease. And they really appreciated it and shared it with their friends and this, that, the other. So it was, they're fun to do for us. Again, we are a marketing team here, and we want to make sure that all eyes are on all our properties, whether they're for sale or for lease. Early next week, Chris Toldo has a listing coming up on the 200 block of Thompson. And this thing is next level. Take everything really that we did in all those listings and combine it into one listing. And I think that's what you have on Chris's new Thompson listing. But I'll leave it to him. Chris, take it from here.
Thanks, Paul. My name is Chris Toldo with AW4U, the real estate group, and I'm here at our newest listing, about to hit market on Monday. 223 Thompson Boulevard in Old Riverside, situated between Riverside Drive and Wyandotte Street. This home has it all. 3 full bedrooms upstairs with another bedroom downstairs, 4 bathrooms, 2 of them full, 2 of them half. Huge backyard with beautiful deck, covered porch that we're under right now. What we're doing today is we're getting the house staged, cleaned, ready for photos tomorrow, a video for marketing on Saturday, and the house being ready to hit the market on Monday. This is what it takes to get a house prepped and ready for market, so that our sellers get top dollar and the market receives a really good product. Back to you, Paul.
Wow, thanks, Chris. Unbelievable. I can't wait to see that myself, actually. There it is, guys. Episode 5. WESPN. This week, WEPN. But Scotty will be back next week. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate you guys. If there's anything you want to see, please reach out, DM us. We love to cover any topics that you want. Thank you to Rosati Construction for the sponsorship. And if you want to sponsor our show, reach out. We're getting into the hoodie game now too, right? So if you want to send a hoodie, a coffee mug, hat, whatever, we'll rock it. We'll talk about you. We'll give you some love just like you guys have given us. Have a great weekend and enjoy.